You're watching True Crime Archives, real mysteries in just minutes. Let's dive into the case. Hotels are places of passage where thousands of strangers cross paths without ever truly meeting. But sometimes, a single story turns an ordinary hotel into a legend. In Los Angeles, one building carries a reputation darker than most: the Cecil Hotel. Located on Main Street, near the troubled area of Skid Row, the Cecil has stood since the 1920s. It was once a glamorous destination, but over the decades, its name became synonymous with crime, tragedy, and mystery. During the Great Depression, guests came and went, some never leaving alive. Suicides, murders, and strange deaths piled up within its walls. Infamous serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, stayed at the Cecil during their reign of terror. Over time, the hotel became known as a place where darkness seemed to thrive. In 2013, the Cecil would once again make global headlines, this time for the mysterious disappearance of a 21-year-old student named Elisa Lam. Elisa was a Canadian student visiting Los Angeles as part of her travels along the West Coast. She checked into the Cecil Hotel on January 28, 2013. At first, Elisa shared a room with other guests, but hotel staff soon moved her to a private room after complaints about her behavior. She was last seen on January 31st, the day she was scheduled to check out. When she never contacted her family, who spoke with her daily, they knew something was wrong. The Los Angeles Police Department launched an investigation, and missing posters with Elisa's face went up across the city. At first, the search yielded nothing, but then police reviewed the hotel's surveillance footage. What they found was unlike anything investigators had ever seen. The video showed Elisa inside an elevator, pressing multiple buttons in quick succession. She stepped in and out of the elevator, peering down the hallway as if she were hiding from someone. At times, she gestured with her hands in strange, almost unnatural movements, as though speaking to someone unseen. The video ends with Elisa leaving the elevator and disappearing down the hallway. The video was released to the public, and it quickly went viral, viewed millions of times worldwide. People speculated endlessly. Some thought she was being pursued. Others believed she was experiencing a supernatural encounter. Weeks passed with no answers. Then, hotel guests began to complain about water pressure in their rooms. Some reported that the water from their taps and showers was discolored and tasted strange. Maintenance staff were sent to check the rooftop water tanks. On February 19th, one worker made a horrifying discovery. Inside one of the large tanks was the body of Elisa Lam. The news shocked the world. How had she ended up in such an inaccessible place? The tanks were sealed and difficult to reach, with heavy lids that required strength to open. There was no clear explanation for how Elisa could have climbed inside alone. The coroner ruled her death an accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder listed as a contributing factor. But the ruling did little to silence speculation. Some believed she was murdered and her body hidden in the tank. Others pointed to the strange elevator footage, convinced she was being chased by someone unseen. Conspiracy theorists argued the hotel itself was cursed, pointing to its violent past. Still, others believed Elisa suffered a severe mental health episode, which tragically led to her death. Her parents sued the hotel for negligence, but the case was dismissed by the courts. The Cecil Hotel closed for renovations not long after, its reputation darker than ever. Elisa's story became the subject of countless documentaries, books, and online discussions. Her final moments, caught on camera, continue to fascinate and disturb viewers worldwide. The questions remain. Why did Elisa act so strangely in the elevator? How did she reach the rooftop water tanks, and why? Was she the victim of foul play, a tragic accident, or something beyond explanation? The Cecil Hotel remains standing, but it is forever marked by the mystery of Elisa Lam. Her story is not just about a single tragedy. It is about the enduring power of unanswered questions. And perhaps that is why her case continues to haunt us. Because sometimes the scariest mysteries are not found in fiction, but in the real lives of people who vanish before our eyes.